Had to jump on the remix. Shot my bro Silver, he told me to kill it.
Hi everyone, hope everyone's good. Welcome back to One on One with Honey. Today I'm with my amazing, beautiful friend, Cherelle. Hi Cherelle.
Hi everybody. Hey honey.
Hey boo. So today we're going to find out all about Cherelle and hopefully you'll all be inspired. So Cherelle, first of all, I want you to tell everyone what exactly you do, because I don't think you're a conventional person. I feel like you have more than one career. So tell everyone what you do.
So my name's Cherelle, and I am firstly a senior finance analyst for the Walt Disney Company, and a chartered accountant. And then on the side, I've got my modelling that has kind of been on and off probably for like the last 8 years. So I do like hair and beauty modelling for like makeup artists, hairstylists, some designers when I'm tall enough. So yeah, I've got quite a few like little bits and pieces going on. Yeah, that's me.
Amazing. So with all these careers, what made you choose finance and accounting? What do you love about it?
I've always been good at maths. So when I was like getting ready to go to uni, I was kind of on the path of going towards psychology, because I did psychology and accounting in college. So I really wanted to do psychology, and I sat down with my dad and his friend at one point, and we spoke about all of the things that I was thinking about and what I wanted to do and my interests. And they basically convinced me not to go to uni to do psychology. I don't know how I came out of that conversation.
As parents do.
Like completely just just damaged my dreams and my hopes in life. But psychology was an interest, but I think always my strength was in maths, and I wanted to figure out where I wanted to go with maths and how I could kind of tie that into some sort of career. So after that, they gave me advice and told me to look into the accounting a little bit more. So I spoke to my accounting teacher at college, and then I ended up at uni doing accounting and finance.
Perfect. And was it straight after uni you went straight into your career?
So I took a gap year. I did a sandwich course. So I was doing, I did 2 years at uni and then took a year out to work, so a year in industry. And I got a placement at the Walt Disney Company doing finance. And then when I went back to uni and did my final year, one of my managers contacted me when I was back at uni and said if I wanted to come back to Disney, there'd be a role open for me.
Hell yeah.
I was like, if I don't have to be doing applications while I'm doing my exams, please give me that job now. And went in for an interview and got the job. So while I was doing my exams, I didn't have to think about any applications, any jobs, because I knew that I had something secured.
So you think that gap year helped you in your career, basically?
Oh, completely. Like without the gap year, I wouldn't be where I am right now. It opened my eyes to a lot. At first, I thought I wanted to do accounting and be an accountant. Now I am a chartered accountant, but yeah, I'm not practicing accounting. I'm doing finance. And that gap year showed me that I didn't want to be an accountant, or I didn't want to do accounting. And I wanted to do more finance, which is more analysis rather than like the bookkeeping and like the number crunching. So yeah, that opened my eyes.
So for people in uni now, would you encourage them to do a gap year if that's like available to them?
Like 500% completely. It shows you so much, and there's nothing that you can gain at uni that I guess can't be achieved in the industry. Like if you can apply your knowledge that you're gaining at uni to the industry, you will thrive. Like literally you will learn so much while you're working. And it's how to carry yourself in the working environment, how to communicate with people in the working environment. Okay, talking to aunties and uncles at home is very different to talking to your manager
At work,
completely. And like I found that obviously as like brought up as an African child from an African background, African parents, we're brought up to be very respectful. And in the workplace, it's like, okay, respect is appreciated, but not, they want you to be outspoken. They want you to give your opinion. And like, as a traditional Ghanaian, it was like, oh yeah, like, please don't come and give me your opinion. You are a child, you better just sit there. So that opened my eyes up to a lot, and I gained a lot of confidence while I was working. So like 100%, definitely, if you can do a year in industry, do it.
So with modeling as well, say, I know that's like one of your passions in life. If there was like an opportunity you had where there was an opportunity to take your modeling career to the next level, and there was also an opportunity at work and they both clashed, what would you do?
That's a tough question. I think I've always kind of put the accounting ahead of the modelling, and it's because I just wanted to get chartered and be qualified, to give me that kind of advantage and know that it's almost like my backbone and I can always fall back on it. So before, when I used to get modelling opportunities and it clashed with work, I would always turn down the modelling just because I was so focused on getting the accounting done. Now I'm chartered, oh, bring the opportunities. I will grab them. Because at the end of the day, you've got the qualification, no one can take that off you. It's on my CV. I've also got like over 4 years working experience in accounting and in finance, so nobody can take that from me. It might be a little bit harder to get back into it if you've been out for a little while, but the world is our oyster. Guys, we're young. Like, this is our time to just enjoy, try new things. Like, definitely.
So with the modelling, what advice would you give like young people out there who are maybe like in uni or college, or they might even have a full-time job and they feel they don't have time to take their modelling seriously? What advice would you give them to get out of that cycle and actually take a leap and start that modelling career?
I would say, firstly, you have to understand what is important to you. If it's something that you genuinely want to do, you can find time for it. Like, I was at uni in Leicester, obviously doing accounting. I wasn't working while I was at uni, but the course was intense, and I'd be down in London like every other weekend. You know this. Every other weekend, trying to fit a shoot in somewhere because I knew I wanted to expand my portfolio. So I feel like if you're passionate about it, try and make that time. And if it means that you're going to sacrifice sitting at home, maybe watching EastEnders one day because you're going to be on the laptop, maybe researching opportunities, or you're on Model Mayhem applying for jobs, do that.
There's catch up, guys.
Don't worry, you can watch it online. You could be on the train to London watching EastEnders on your iPad. It's all about time management, and time management has helped me so much. It just means sacrificing certain things. Sometimes I don't even turn the TV on. I just focus. I know exactly what I want to do. I come home from work, I'm on my laptop, I'm on the phone researching. Just manage your time.
So obviously you love being in front of the camera because you also competed in Miss Ghana UK. So tell us more about that. Tell us your journey through the competition and how that's molded you into the woman you've become today.
So I took part in Miss Ghana UK in 2008. It was an amazing journey. So we were rehearsing, I think, for a couple of 2 to 3 months. Or even more than that, on a weekly basis. And we had mentors that would basically work with us to help us learn how to speak and learn how to carry ourselves, learn how to walk, learn how to be ladies. Because at the time, I think I was 16, so I was... You
were 16?
I didn't know what I was doing with myself. Actually, no, I wasn't 16. I was going on 18, tell a lie. I lied.
I lied. 2 years.
You can't take part in Miss Ghana UK if you're 16, by the way, sorry. I was going on 18, but it helped me kind of figure out who I was, learn a lot more about Ghana and just myself and my culture and how my culture has kind of made me who I am. It helped me learn how to speak eloquently, how to kind of carry myself in a ladylike manner, how to communicate with others in like an effective way and get you to believe what I'm telling you. It just helped me learn a lot, and it made me very keen to learn more about Ghana, but also it helped me develop a passion for the camera. I just learned so much, and the person that I am today, I think, definitely has come from that. That's how my modelling started. And I got in touch with a lot of makeup artists and clothing designers through that, and that's how I started the modelling.
That's really cool. So for those who want to apply maybe next year or something, how would they do that?
So if you're interested in applying for Miss Ghana UK, the ages range from 18 to... I don't think there's actually a cut-off age. If you're interested, send an email to themissghanauk@gmail.com. and just say that you're interested. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. Applications will also be out very soon for 2017. We just finished the last show. I've actually started, since I took part in the show, I've been mentoring the girls.
So you're still with the organisation helping?
I love the organisation and I love the team, and I love what it does. I guess what it did for me and what I can kind of do for other girls in my position. I help mentor the girls and working with them on like their confidence, on how they speak, on how they carry themselves. Exactly what I gained from the show. Now I try and kind of pass that on to other ladies.
Amazing. So, Cherelle, you are soon to be married. So tell me, with everything going on, so you've already mentioned you're in finance, you're an accountant basically, chartered accountant, you model, you're involved in Miss Ghana UK. How do you get time, as well as organising a wedding? How do you split your time? How do you do it?
I honestly don't know. Sometimes I feel like I've got 10,000 things going on in my head and I don't really know what to think or what to do. But again, like I said, it's time management. Like I'll be on my computer at work, and then lunch hits. I've literally got lunch in my bag, so I pull it out and I start eating. Then I switch onto the internet and I'm looking at wedding stuff. And then I'll flip over and I've got like my portfolio up. If I see a job that pops up, then I'm applying for a modelling job. But yeah, it's literally just time management and balancing everything. So at the moment, we're planning the wedding for summer next year. Trying to...
Very exciting.
I know, right? But at the moment, I think it's more like stressful. I want to be excited, but I think that's going to come like closer to the time.
Yeah, it will come.
There's just a lot to do, but it's like making your dreams come true, it's amazing.
And if you want it, you will make time for it.
Completely.
Right?
And as a lady, you know what you want, and you've kind of probably known it for a long time. Like I've had things written in my phone for years. So now it's just finding people that can help you make that dream come to life.
So with all this going on as well, how important is it for you to save or have a budget? If you do save or have a budget, do you?
Yeah, completely. I'm in finance, for goodness sake. It has to happen. It's so important to save, and it's so important to have a budget. So for the wedding, we've got a budget. I live on Excel at work and at home now. Everything to do with the wedding, literally everything is on there, and it just helps you organize your life, and like being able to put figures against things, that's just like my comfort zone anyway. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna buy these shoes, £20, then you just type it in there. It just helps you organize, and like I've got a budget to the extent that my pay goes into it, and then all my expenses come out, and what I'm left with, and then I divide that into what goes into savings, and then whatever's left, I divide that by 4. And that's basically what I withdraw from the cash point and spend weekly. And that's how I try and limit myself, because otherwise, with a card, contactless, all of this Apple Pay, just tapping your life away before you know it.
Contactless. When Apple Pay come out, I refuse to get it.
The devil's a liar. I'm not doing it. So that you can spend your life savings for what? So how do you feel about the teaching of saving, like in school or at home? Do you think there's enough of it, or do you think there could be more? Oh, definitely not. There isn't enough at all. I don't think I received any sort of teaching in school.
So how did you learn?
My mum, everything came from her. She sat me down and she said, my friend, listen, okay? And she taught me about the dividing by 4 and withdrawing that, and literally just spending cash. And when it's done, it's done. Because otherwise you would just be spending from your card and you've got no kind of track of what you spent other than receipts, and then you'll be looking at your receipts and thinking, I didn't spend that. Okay, but why is it in your purse? Definitely from my mum, but there isn't enough in the world at all. I think from primary school, secondary school, university, like it needs to be installed.
I
definitely
totally agree. Definitely that it needs to be taught more in school, how to save and how to budget your money.
I know, completely. We have like, is it PSHE in secondary school? There was some sort of something about life and how to look after yourself. Like, put it in there. Teach people how to manage their finances. It's so important in life.
I agree. So tell me more about your YouTube channel with your fiance.
So we decided to, like, myself and Bema, my fiance, decided to start a YouTube channel randomly. We had a few messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
This is my Instagram, by the way, but Bema's face is all up on it. And
Yes, it is.
he really believes, he says, let's go on our Instagram. Really. So people messaged me on Instagram saying, oh, it would be like interesting to see you guys vlogging, because we had some random videos of us doing nonsense dancing and stuff.
You two are like the funniest couple in life. Like literally, I've never seen a couple that do so much together like you two do together. Like literally, you do the wildest things together, but I love it.
We're always together, but we're both like crazy individually.
I know.
And I love the fact that we can kind of bring it out in each other. So
you do.
it's really nice. So we decided to do the YouTube channel to kind of showcase that, but we want it to be as natural as possible, but then also to touch on like kind of interesting topics that people don't really talk about. There isn't really like a complete direction for the channel. It was more to track our journey up until the wedding, and then to touch on little topics as we go along. So we've done some random ones about men wearing engagement rings, because Bema is all up in his. And then we also did one when we were in Ghana about, it's called The Real Ghana.
Yeah.
And talking about things that they show on TV versus what they don't, and like some things we were really touched by, and then there were other things that you don't really see on TV. And it's like all of these beautiful hotels and like pools and like areas that nobody really knows about. So we wanted to showcase that. So we're just using the channel to kind of put ourselves out there and also see what people think and feel.
That's so sweet. And what's your channel called?
Bemelle Vlogs. And the Bemelle's BEMELLE and then vlogs.
Perfect. So with everything you do, what or who motivates you and inspires you? You know them days that you just think, oh, I can't bother with all this. What keeps you going?
Those days happen a lot. God, firstly, like I'm so kind of grounded in his word, and I've been raised in the church. My parents have instilled the fear of God in us, and I really appreciate that. So like definitely God keeps me grounded and makes me kind of reminds me of how much I have and how much like I have to appreciate, because also sometimes we take things for granted, and we're so used to having so much that sometimes you don't sit and think, I'm actually so blessed, and it's all because of God. Like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. And then definitely my family. My mum is amazing. Just everything that she's taught. Like she's hilarious, she's so but she's just so real, and she just breaks everything down to you as it is.
Yeah, kind of like my mum.
Yeah, exactly like your mum. My dad has just taught me so much, and I've always spoken to him kind of about my academics, about where I think I'm going, what do you think, what's your advice. He's helped me so much as well. Bema, my fiance, is like so encouraging. Everything that I do, from the modelling to the accounting, like when I was studying for my exams, he was studying with me. When I was doing late nights, he was up, he'll be testing me. He's like, what does this mean? How do you balance this? And he doesn't know what questions he's asking. So yeah, just my loved ones around me, my siblings, my friends, you guys. Yeah, just loved ones.
Wow. From knowing you a long time, you're an amazing girl. Like, you're literally one of my best friends, and you inspire us all. I just want to say that. And I hope you've inspired someone out there today. And I'll say thank you for joining me today. It's always a pleasure. Yes, okay. So thank you for watching One on One with Honey, and make sure you catch the next video.
Had to jump on the remix. Shot my bro Silver, he told me to kill it.